what's up, beautiful people? It's Sindafam. Welcome to the channel. Today we have this very interesting video. And Charlie Kirk was on the PBD podcast, and I'm excited to check this one out. And it's titled, I asked the crucial questions about Hamas attack on Israel. Also, I'm excited to check this one out. Let's check it out.
So I've been to Israel many times. The whole country's a fortress. When I first heard this story, I still have the same gut instinct that I did initially. I find this very hard to believe. I've been to that Gaza border. You cannot go 10 feet without running into a 19-year-old with an AR-15 or an automatic machine gun that is an IDF soldier, right? The whole country is surveilled. And so let me just kind of go through this. We don't talk about Israeli politics very often, and most Americans don't know this. The last 9 months, Israel was on the brink of civil war. It's not an exaggeration. This judicial stuff, there were hundreds of thousands of Israelis taking to the streets because Bibi Netanyahu was basically redefining the Israeli constitution. That's not an exaggeration, right? He said the judicial branch has too much power. There were protests planned this week against Netanyahu, where they anticipated tens of thousands of people to take to the streets. That's all gone, Patrick. Netanyahu now has an emergency government and a mandate to lead. I'm not willing to go so far that saying that Netanyahu knew or there was intelligence here, but I think some questions need to be asked. Was there a stand down order? Was there a stand down order? 6 hours? I don't believe it. Israel's the size of New Jersey. When I took a helicopter ride from Jerusalem to the Gaza border, it's 45 minutes. 6 hours. They're live streaming the killing of Jews. Did somebody in the government say stand down? That is a legitimate non-conspiracy question. The whole country is the IDF. The whole country is. Yeah. And you're trying to tell me that they're going to concerts and kibbutzes and schools and by reports 6 hours. Let's say it's 3 hours.
That's suspect. Go ahead, Rob.
It's also not like a right-wing reporting. This is from the New York Times. The long wait for help as massacre unfolds in Israel. I can't think of a more liberal news outlet than the New York Times.
And by the way, I'm actually very pro-Israel. So let me be very, so I'm not exactly.
Well, I think we all are.
No, I just want to make sure my position is clear here. But so Patrick, there are other explanations. It's possible that the Netanyahu government was double-crossed by bad agents. Okay? That's dark, but it's not as dark as what we're talking about. Okay? Another aspect is that Netanyahu might have traitors in his government, like legitimate traitors that have infiltrated. I was texting with some senior people in the IDF, and they said, Charlie, can't say too much, but let's just say the same problem you have with the left in America we have here in Israel. So there's something to think about. Just something to think about, right? Is that maybe there's some people within those intel agencies that aren't as sympathetic. Or maybe, Patrick, maybe they might have gotten a tip, they might have gotten whispers, but no one thought it would be 1,200 Jews dead. That's a potential, right? Because here's the essence of it. The essence is this. This is the closest thing to the Holocaust that any of us have lived through. But the fact is now Bibi and the Israeli hard right government has a mandate. I gotta be careful the way I say this. They're gonna try to ethnically cleanse Gaza. I mean, I don't use that term lightly, okay? They're talking about basically removing 2.5 million people from there, okay? And honestly, they have a mandate to go seek justice and revenge. They do. This idea that they need to have a truce or a peace treaty, that's morally crap after you see women and children be burned alive and dragged to the streets. But there are some serious questions here, Patrick. And let me tell you, my pattern recognition over the last 5 years has become pretty sharp. COVID, Maui fires, Epstein. When I see a story and it doesn't click, our guts are usually right.
Charlie, thank you. Thank you so much for this, because before now, so many narratives and so many things have been popping up, and before this Israel and Palestine conflict, so many things have been popping up, but nobody have been putting the maths together. And now words have been flying with different things, World War III and the likes, war. And hear how people are just pronouncing or saying the term war like is becoming a norm for people to say. The thing is, whatever those people in Israel or in Gaza are experiencing, nobody, I repeat, nobody would want that to happen to them. Nobody. Because it is not a good sight to behold. It is not anything to behold. People think maybe the ongoing conflict that is happening between Russia and Ukraine, people think it's just meh. But they don't understand the gravity of it until it happens. And now it's happening. And it's just starting from these places. Before you know, it spreads across the world. And everybody is affected by this. And it's just starting small. So one really needs to be careful. One really needs to be, because this is not something that something where people just sit down and say, call it truce or call it peace. Yes, I'm for peace. But when the other party doesn't want peace, it's crazy. It's crazy how these people just want to continuously go into war and end a particular group of people. Like, I don't get it. To what end? And I've asked this question again, and I'm honestly asking this question. Those who are supporting Hamas, what exactly is Hamas's mission that makes you support them? And I really want to know, because it seems like lots of people are saying, oh, Hamas is for the good and there are good Palestinians. Yes, nobody's saying there are no good Palestinians, but let me tell you the truth. The minute they have like a terrorist group like Hamas, the bad ones have overshadowed the good ones. So therefore, the good ones are conditioned to support them. It's either you support them or you're gone. And honestly, like what he said, it might be true that in Israel, the government, there were bad eggs, or they had bad eggs. And it's true. It's most likely happening everywhere, or it's most likely happening everywhere, where people you think you have allies, who you think are definitely going to be by your side, but you never know there's a traitor or there's somebody who is not there for the greater good. But it happens. These are things that happen. But all the same, we don't want this to escalate more than how it's escalating. We just want peace for everything to be resolved. But yeah, everybody have got different opinion regarding this, and I really want to learn from you. You can share your thoughts in the comment down below. What are your thoughts about this conflict so far? What are your thoughts regarding this? What do you think is the best solution to this? I mean, everybody have got different opinions regarding subject matters or topics like this, and I honestly want to know from you, want to learn from you. You can share other useful information you think might be really helpful. And until next time, see you in the next video.